channel if you're new. As you would have seen by the title of this video, I'm doing away with the BMW's Garmin, the Nav 6, and I'm changing it for the TomTom Rider 550. So basically that's what I'm doing. I've had enough, I can't deal with it anymore. This is the second unit I've had. The first one lasted about 3 years, but obviously because of the C word, the bike sat for 6 months, didn't really use it. But every time I've used the sat nav, I've just been frustrated with how awkward it is. It's not very user friendly, and considering it's on a premium branded motorcycle, I think it's a bit inferior. No, I think it's crap, basically. It's just rubbish. So I'm doing away with it. I was going to do away with it anyway, but now what's happened, I'll show you in a second. The first one I had played up and BMW gave me a new one. This new one lasted, if you'd have seen the Austrian trip that I did on the channel, the European trip to Austria and Croatia, this actual sat-nav on here now lasted for that trip. Brand new sat-nav. And to be fair to BMW, even though it was out of warranty, they did wing it for me so that I could get a new one. But it lasted that one trip, and it's done the same thing that the last one did. I'll bring the camera over now and I'll show you what it does. But even when it was working perfectly fine, it was just frustrating. Anybody that's got one of these will understand what I'm saying. It's just not easy to use. Whereas so far I've been looking into this, the TomTom Rider 550. It's touchscreen, so you can zoom in and out, pinch it, I believe they call, to zoom in on things, just everything about it. So far, I might be wrong, mind. So far, everything seems to be more geared towards using it for a motorcycle for a start. Oh, here we go. Look, I can't even. Oh, okay, right. There we go. Look, nothing. Nothing happens. You can't do anything with it. And the last time I rode the bike was out on a ride with Helmet Head. There's his monkey bike there, but that's another story. So yeah, I went out on a ride with Alan Helmet Head, and it was trying to take me to some truck park place and everything. It was just plotting its own route. Basically what happens is, apparently there's an air gap or something in between the outer screen and an inner screen. Something happens, and it's basically like you're just randomly pressing buttons, and it's just going through all these things, tire pressure, plotting a route, just doing stuff on its own. That's what my last one did. So like I say, I went to Austria, did that trip to Austria, came back, put the bike away. Next time I got the bike out, I had to go somewhere for a club thing, and it stopped working. I mean, it started playing up when I was out with Helmet Head, like I say, but I think it doesn't matter. The point is, it doesn't work, and even when they do work, they're crap. So it's about to come off, and I'm going to fit the TomTom. Okay, I thought I'd just actually go through what I've got here. So we got instruction book, which is actually, for once, Wookie was commenting on it last night, saying, oh, there's not that much in the instruction book, but good. That's a good thing, because how many of us get an instruction book, you look at it, it's about that thick, and you look at it and you think, oh, I'm not reading all that. But this is a bit like a school book. It's very basic and just tells you basic stuff, which, yeah, that's great. That's all you need to know. The rest of it, you can go on the tube, can't you? Go on YouTube and check it out. So I've got the premium package. And the premium package basically means you get a car mount with, I think that's the actual, this is the actual TomTom unit itself. That's that. So the premium package, you get this little case, you get, right, that's something else I'm going to show you in a second. You get a car mount, so you can take it in the car with you, obviously, that's why it's called a car mount. And you get a USB cigarette lighter socket. I'm not 100% sure what that is just yet. RAM security lock assembly, there you go, some kind of lock. You get this lock, which is quite crude in a way, but basically there's a little metal tab that as you lock it, it spins round. Don't know if you can see that. Spins around to lock, being able to press. This is the actual bit that holds the unit itself. You've got to press that bit down to get the unit off, and that lock, that little bit there, comes round to stop you being able to press that bit down, so it stops somebody nicking it. But I mean, you're going to take it off anyway if you go somewhere and leave the bike unattended, aren't you? But so yeah, that's the bit that actually holds the sat-nav unit itself. Load of wiring, and a RAM mount, but I'm not using any of this because what I'm going to do, and now I can show you this piece. Sorry, there's a railway line behind the workshop. Right, this piece looks like a 3D printed affair. Now this, I'm hoping, I haven't tried this yet, this is going to go like that around the bar that the original BMW sat-nav mounts on. I didn't want one of these RAM mounts or whatever on the handlebars. I wanted it, I'll show you, bear with. Right, okay, so let's take this one off. Never to darken my motorcycle again. That's that gone. In my opinion, BMW should have teamed up with TomTom in the first place, not Garmin. Absolute garbage. Garbage, not Garmin, garbage. That's what that is. So now I'm going to get the screen off a minute, just to allow some access to this, and then I'll show you where I am in a minute. Aha. That's that. So that's that off. I was hoping there was going to be some kind of adapter piece for that, so that you could literally put something in there and then put the TomTom onto that, so that it would still all keep this and use the power from there. I mean, obviously, I'm now going to lose the ability to be able to use the Whizzy wheel to control the sat-nav. But to be honest, I never did that anyway. And even if you do use that, and that is something that you don't really want to lose, I think, I mean at this stage I'm guessing, that trade-off of losing the ability to control the sat-nav through the Whizzy wheel, it pays off having a much better sat-nav. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, so right, I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to remove this actual unit here now. This wiring that powers this, I'm guessing there's going to be an earth in there, an ignition live, and maybe 1 or 2 trigger wires, which would be from using the Whizzy wheel. So, but as long as I've got an earth and a live when it's alive when the ignition's on, happy days, I don't need anything else. I just thought I'd show you something pretty standard, but I'll show you anyway just in case. What I always do is I disconnect the earth on the battery and then just shove a piece of cardboard in between the battery post and all these terminals. I've got thousands of these on here because I've got so many accessories, but so yeah, so that's the battery disconnected. I'm now going to do the really exciting part, and I'm going to cut this wire. I'm going to cut it just there. Okay, so I've established what we have in here is a purple, another colour in there, but these ones I think are to do with the whizzy wheel. What I'm interested in is what's in here. Aha, there we go, look. Now, logic would suggest that there we have black as an earth, red as a live, and these will be to do with the whizzy wheel. That's what they're going to be. Right, let's get this bracket off. I don't know where my lady's gonna go from now on. She's got to be on my bike somewhere. Right, that's that off. Alrighty, I've connected the battery again. Now we will test what we've got here. Hopefully you can see this. Let me just swing my viewfinder around so I can check. Right, now that should go green if this is earth. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. So that's green. So the black is an earth. Now hopefully this end will now go red when I turn the ignition on. You're not going to see that, are you? I don't want to touch them together. Right, hopefully you can see that. Let me swing you guys down slightly. Okay. Right, I'm going to turn the ignition on. We want that to go red. Get in. Okay. Stay in red because it's still live. I'm going to wait because I want to watch it go off. There we go, off. Right, so I don't need these others. Don't want to go too mad obviously because this is just some 3D printed little thing. Just go that little bit more. Crack. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'll tell you one thing I've just noticed. They're not fully flush. Don't know if that's going to matter though, because obviously, let's try it. I'm just wrapping a bit of loom tape around here. Typically I can't find the wider loom tape, so this is alright. Just giving it something for that plastic to sort of grip onto and space it out a little bit. Okay, so it's on there. I forgot to put the locking bit on, so I've put that on as well now. I'm not amazingly happy with it, to be honest, because I don't like this gap in the middle. But it's on there. It seems really secure, so I'll just have to see how it goes. But I have a feeling I might be modifying that at some point. But we'll give it a go, see how it goes. I mean, I think it's literally just some 3D printed plastic, I think. But because it didn't grip when that gap was closed up, it didn't grip this bar. It was, even when you tightened it up, it was slipping. So I've put a bit of loom tape round, as hopefully it will sit. You'll see. So now there's a little bit of a gap, but it is tight. But what's actually done is it's pulled the threaded inserts in this piece of plastic. It's pulled them out a bit as I was winding them up. The last little bit of turning them, tightening them up, it pulled the little brass inserts backwards slightly. They could have done with being, like, I don't know, Loctited or resined into it or something. But like I say, I'm going to give it a go. It's not so bad because, like, if you're a bit of a tinkerer like me, or you know, you've got a garage or you've got access to stuff, tools, etc., you can always be messing and tinkering and altering things. It's just that if I was doing this for a customer, I don't think I'd be happy with it, to be totally honest with you. I think I'm not too sure about this. But let's give it a go, see how I get on with it. So now I've got this wiring loom, and that plugs into there. A bit of wire that comes off of this. So I only need literally like that much. So that's that. Oh, nice. Okay. Now if we turn the ignition on. Oh yes. Right, that's the screen back on. There's actually 3 Torx screws in there, but I've just worked out you only have to undo the top and the bottom one. The middle one is for the little bracket that these fix to on the inside, so you only have to undo the 2 each side. But I've never took a screen off of one of these before, so I didn't know that. So right, that's the screen back on. So now I've just got to put that piece under here now. That's it, and that goes under there. Into there. That's it. Right, that's that then. All back together. So I'll just put the sat nav in now. Right. That's that. Final check. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with the angle. I'll have to ride it and check, but I think that's alright. So obviously now I've got to work out where my little lady's gonna go. Don't know if she's, don't know. I might have to fabricate a little bracket. I can't do all those miles without those, can I? I'll work something out later. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just got to work out how to use it now, but I think it'll be a lot easier to work out than the Garmin sat nav. Hi guys, right, I'm on the bike. I was literally just about to leave for Wales, and it started raining. And I'm not a fair weather biker, but let's be honest, it just sucks the fun out of it, doesn't it? It just makes it not enjoyable. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and get some fuel, and I mean, I've got all my gear on, I've got my thermals on, I've done a coffee in my hydro flask. I'm all geared up, all batteries are all charged in all my gear, all the gear and no idea, all that's all charged up, the drone, everything. I was going to go to this dam in Wales and get some footage and make it a bit more interesting of where I was going, rather than just showing you how the sat nav works. Yeah, I'm binning it off, guys. It's a waste of time. There's no fun in it. It's going to restrict me filming. It's just no point, so I'm not even going for fuel now. Anyway, not going to moan about it. Mustn't grumble. I'll try again. Trouble is, it's going to be raining for the rest of the week. the app on my phone said it was going to be alright today. It lied. So that'll do. No point showing you all this caca. I shall catch you on take 2 of this mission. Cheers guys.